All right, so we're in Unreal Engine. I have this really cool scene and I want to make this vertical video. So the first thing I want to do is go to my RS camera. With my RS camera, doesn't really matter what the name is, just go to your camera and you're going to go to your film back settings in your camera. We can see that the film back is set to custom. That's just how Cinema 4D imported this camera. Basically, whatever aspect ratio these numbers are, we need to invert them because right now it's in a 16:9 aspect ratio. We need to bring it to a 9:16. So the easiest way to do it is just copy the first number. So we can take this sensor width and hit Control C. Then we will type in the second number into the width slot. So we can go, what is that? 20.24. So now it's going to make it a square. Now what I want to do is take the sensor height and just Control V. You could also just write that stuff down, but I'm lazy. That's the fastest way to do it. So we can play that back now and we can see that, hey, now it's a vertical video. Awesome, but we're getting things cut off and that's not desirable. Now, the easiest way I found is rather than changing the camera move and really just adjusting things, we want things to stay the same. Make sure we remember what focal length we're shooting for the 16:9, the wide version, but then we can change the focal length to get more content into our composition. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to change my current focal length to, let's say, 50, and that will bring back a lot more stuff into the scene, and we can see that we're getting the character there. That looks super cool. That looks perfect for vertical video. I'm happy with this. So now let's render this out. So I'm going to go to the clipboard in my sequencer. I'm going to select that and I'm going to add a scene. Now I'll start off a fresh one just so you can see the process. Go to render, navigate to the scene, and then we're going to go to our settings. We're going to click here. I'm going to keep this all super basic for now. No change in the settings. I'm going to go to my output though. I'm going to change my output resolution. The default is standard 16:9, but I want this to be 1080 by 1920. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my pre-render section, make a new folder. So I'll call this Nature Scene Vertical Basic. Go into that folder, select that, click OK. Now from here I'm going to add a couple extra settings just for me to make this look super nice, and that's going to be changing the JPEG sequence to an EXR sequence, and then I'm going to go to my color output, add that, and I'm going to disable the tone curve there. Don't need to worry about anything else here. Then we're going to click accept, and we are going to hit render, and we'll see this render in real time in vertical format.
A few moments later.
So once that's done, we can bring this into After Effects now. With After Effects open, I'm working in the 16:9 version, but I want to bring in the vertical version. So I'll hit Control I with wherever I want it to be saved, and I will go to that folder, find the vertical, bring in my EXR, click import. Now that's imported. I'll just take this footage and drag it over the composition bar to make a new composition, and hey, there is the render. Now I am realizing that I did some color settings in Unreal Engine. I'm doing some fancy ACES color grade stuff, so we're not going to talk about that today. The color input is definitely not what it should be from Unreal, but don't worry about that right now. I just want to show you the vertical format. So from here, I would start adding some color grades to my scene. So I would hit Control Alt Y and I would add a lumetri color. Now, just to save some time, I'm going to go to my previous settings in the 16:9 version, take all of these effects, copy, and then I'm going to go to the vertical and paste that. And that's really going to help bring back a lot of that to life with the color grade. Now, depending on your render settings in Unreal, you might have to change your color output if you're rendering in ACES, CG, whatever else. But for right now, I really just want you to focus on the vertical format. And now we have a vertical video that we could render out from After Effects and make some fun TikTok stuff, add some music, add some filters, whatever else. I hope you learned something. If you did, let me know in the comment section down below, or if you have questions, comments, concerns, whatever else, comment section is down there for that as well. Hit me up on Instagram at JohnJagsNe and check out iDesign on Instagram. He provided the beautiful models of the scene, the pug and whatnot. I did build the scene with Megascan's assets, and we collaborated together to create this really cool look. And I hope we did a good job. Let me know. And I will leave you with one final tip, and that is eat 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, and you'll make some gains. Goodbye, my friends. Bye.